clients like we do.
Well, that storm system really squeezed out as much as it could before it starts to disappear on us. So this morning, depending on where you live, you might be waking up to some wet pavements. And I want to show you this view outside because it just puts into perspective what a few miles and what a difference it can make. So if you're along the coast, you're going to see some scattered clouds, but moving inland, what's left of that atmospheric river is going to be more prevalent. So you're going to see some heavier clouds, especially if you're in Chula Vista, if you're in the foothills near Julian, and if you are in Spring Valley. Overall, though, it's going to clear out by tomorrow, so it leaves us a few days before we can get as much as we can out of the way before some more rain is in the forecast. We're also going to see those winds start to shift to more of an offshore flow starting tomorrow into early next week, and then more rain is possible by New Year's Eve. So if you took your Christmas vacation early and you're coming back today, the good news is those sky conditions are going to clear out for you, though we are starting to see some of those delays climb up to around 65 delays so far at the San Diego International Airport, likely due to the sheer volume of people traveling in and out of San Diego, not so much because of the weather, but more issues are expected by this weekend. So as we take a look at the high surf advisory, this is expected to be in effect until 11 this morning. Sets up to 9 feet are expected. Temperatures right now, though, are really chilly in Julian, 37 degrees there, 44 degrees in Ramona, 51 degrees in Poway, and we're waking up to low 50s along our coast. As we progress into the afternoon hours, we're going to see temperatures dip up to the 60s in Del Mar, 59 degrees in Poway, 45 in Julian. The rest of the county is also going to be seasonable. We're just a few degrees below average for this time of year, which is a welcome change as we're seeing that pattern start to change, especially from a week or 2 weeks ago when we were 10 to 20 degrees above average. So 69 degrees is expected in Ocotillo Wells. And I want to show you this graph because it puts into perspective those rain chances that we're going to see ahead of the new year. So it's going to start to climb late Tuesday into Wednesday with a 35% chance of rain there. Higher chances on Thursday. It's not going to be as potent as this last atmospheric river, just widespread rain, some scattered showers, and some heavy clouds. To put it into perspective where that storm system is now currently, we are seeing some scattered clouds along our coast. Right now, a lot of those clouds are centered around the foothills, and then by this afternoon and then tomorrow, you can see it's going to completely disappear from the map. I mentioned the wind direction earlier, so as we progress into tomorrow, you can see some of those red arrows pointing towards the coast. So that's going to signify that offshore flow. We're going to see those Santa Ana winds return, and that's going to dry things out and warm things up by this weekend. So taking a look at the coastal 7-day forecast, we can see those temperatures start to climb, especially as we start the week off on Monday into Tuesday. It's going to warm up to 71 degrees there, but you can take a look at the difference between the minimums and the highs. That's 46 degrees in the overnight hours. And then by Wednesday, you can see that those rain chances are going to start to populate. We're going to track closely how likely and how much rain we're expected to receive. But as we move on into the mountain forecast, snow is also expected in elevations above 8,000 feet with those rain chances Wednesday on New Year's Eve.
Skycam Views, sponsored by Carlsbad Solar.